Hi there, it's Brian, and this is where I grew up, Lake Briarwood. And this road right here, my whole life, until I was 18, 17, went to college. This was every day of my life. There's the Craigs, that right there, that garage with the tan, I painted that when I was 12. Here's a friend of mine's house, Coster. That was funny. That person just like came up on me. That's Eddie Coster's house, and we had so much fun. Those two windows up there. There's a attic above. We used to have a hideout. And over there on that deck in the back, we'd jump off it. I don't think I ever jumped off it. That's the Kent's house, I think. This cool funky house, huh? And so this is the road. Alright, so here we go. Natalie something's house. Natalie, I forget her name. That was Mrs. Dunker's house. I smashed pumpkins on that little deck there. Smashed pumpkins. That was Grosh's house. And Mrs. Grosh, we used to go there and ring the doorbell, and she'd always have candy for us. So that's how little I was. This is the Joseph's house, KJOS, I'm KOS. And Coster, the other guy over there, KOSTUR, weird, huh? Growing up with that. That little beach right there, that beach is where my mom told me if I go in the water, she'll get me the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. So I jumped in the water. There used to be a big willow on the other side. Not just on the left, but on the right. Big weeping willow. I don't know these people. I don't know those people. I don't like the way that house looks at all. And these people, I don't know. Man, look, more geese. Surprise. My dad hated the geese. We'd shoot them with BB guns. Hello. Think about the biggest thing was there was a robbery at that house right there. Look at that cool, funky house. Never been in there. But there was a robbery, and they had German Shepherds. And they fed them meat, and that's how they got the thing. That was Eberlin's house right there. John Eberlin, with his brother with his 442. And I forget that girl's name. And those girls' names. And that's Mark Giannopoulos' house, but I'm not going to knock on his door right now. This. Oh, and something. See this right here? This is the coolest. Look at that. We used to catch the bluegills going down that road there. And over here, that's where Mark and... Oh, there's a walking track or something. Oh. Mark and Tim cut his finger off in that thing. It was like one of those water well things. And this whole thing where these guys are over here, that lot was always open. They built that house after I left, I think, or sometime around it. That was ugly. Ugh. So all that land right there that I'm looking at right here, it was a big open lot, and I had a mini bike, and we had bicycles. We used to jump things. I used to jump over there. And this is Johnson's house. They need a power wash. And they had a fire. Big fire. And this is Hunt's. Yeah, I think that's the Hunt's. Look at that cool house. That's the Mose. That's a cool looking house. All this here. Oh, that guy was cool. I forget his name. Oh, look at the statue. Grosh, I think. Is that Grosh? Oh, no, that's Risto. No, not Risto. That's whoever they were. Oh, Mr. Christian. Mr. and Mrs. Christian, my favorite. So this is where I lived, right here. That easement right there, it's another easement where you could go if you lived on the other side of the street. But that's where I grew up, right here. But that house, it wasn't the same house. Our house was like a U-shaped. But that guy's cool. I talked to him last time I was there. Those people, they were cool. They made it look nice. Look at how nice it looks for an old house. Mr. Hanson. And then this is different. Look at ugly. Mrs. I forget her name. And here, this waterway here was torturous for us kids because the older brothers. So that used to be a totally different scene. All right, that's it. All this is now is just, oh, this house right here. We went trick-or-treating. Woman opened up the door. It was moving so slow we ran away. We came back. She was laying there on the ground with the candy all over. I don't know what happened. I think I was like 12. Look at that ugly house. This house is here. Interesting thing about this area here. Oh, there's the Kents. Oh boy. He was a friend of my brother's. He was older than me, about 5-6 years. He jumped off of a diving board somewhere and at some lake, and he hit his head and he got paralyzed. So this house right here, this house was moved here. I remember it was like so funky. They like literally had one of those big monster trucks, and they moved that house and they put that house on the foundation. How about that for weird? So here we are with this area. I forget those people's name, but look at that. It's kind of Italian house when it was first built. That's the Mark, I forget, but look at how funky that house is. It's really cool. I remember it, like from the 70s. This house right here, look at how ugly that is, the white stuff. They built all these in the late mid-70s. Like that, I like that gray one there too. It's cool. But there's some really ugly. There's the same ones. You see the same ones all the time. I'm kind of excited about it. Nice. All right, so here's the other easement right here. See, you can see all the way through. And that house right there. Ugh, blue doors. What are they, smoking weed? See, that's the same address as mine. That's a funky looking house, isn't it? That's Aristo's house. And then these guys, I forget who they are, but this one. So this is all the lakeside. This is all the other. Look at how pretty that is. And I don't know where that, all those apartments were never there. And here's Dave's house. There's Big Dave Olson's house. Gary, what's it? Gary something, I forget. And there's the ultimate football field. We played football here so much, it was unbelievable. And threw snowballs at cars before that fence was up. We were right behind that, probably that tree right there. And we'd run across. Get away from people. That's so classic. The Kings, that's the King's house right there. Kings. This was Zimmerman's. That's where I got bit in the butt by a greyhound when I was like about 5 or 6. And that's that. I kind of like this house here because that's kind of like my parents' house, except we had a big middle section of all stone walkway. Those were, I forget who they were. Ours, Joe Trizzle's house. It's where my dad used to go to drink afternoons. All right. Well, thank you, Lake Briarwood. That's it for me. Bye for now. Have a great day.